XRP Future Millionaire. It's 8:26 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the East Coast in the United States of America. We're an hour and 26 minutes past the post-daily close. So I wanted to give you an update there on XRP and Bitcoin especially. We're going to talk about, I've seen a lot of people in my Telegram that had questions and yada 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 about the Bitcoin heist. So I'm going to show you from the Bitcoin, the 3.6 billion stolen that the Fed seized from Bitfinex hack. I'm going to play the actual video. It's about 2 minutes and 54 seconds. Instead of reading through this whole thing, it's nice to have a video, so you'll be able to see that. We're going to start off with going through some memes by UB2B. Oh, yes, my meme genius. Then we'll do the intro, play that video, and then get to the charts. There's a lot of stuff to cover. You're not going to want to miss any of this, so pay attention. Make the unthinkable reality, the unthinkable, a new reality idea is, or a new reality is one idea away. UB2B. God, I love this. He's my meme genius. I love this art. These memes. Dusty's, BC's, crypto, outhouse news. Yes, it's full of shit. So, this is actually the month 2 badge. Believe it or not. Whoops. How did we get in here? Then we've got, I don't care about your losses, Hitman FUD, keep buying the dip and hold, UB2B. Make sure you check in my comment or my video description below to get his Twitter. Perception is reality. Fear, uncertainty, and doubt. You are either controlled by it or perceived through it. FUD assassins, UB2B. And then that's what I wanted to show for now. For Twitter, let's play the intro. Welcome back. If you're new here, it's more than just the charts. There's all overall information. So let's just see where we closed. Bitcoin closed at 44,372 roughly. XRP was at about 87 cents. So nothing spectacular. We had XLM under 24 cents and we had DGB at about 2773. So that's the daily close numbers. Now let's watch this because a lot of people want to know what the Fed seized 3.6 billion in Bitcoin stolen from Bitfinex hack. I'm theorizing that when they put this back into circulation, especially if they want to sell it to pay off the people that this was stolen from, they're like the whale now. They're whales. This was worth $56 million approximately when it was hacked in 2016. Now it's worth 3.6 billion. So it's going to cause some kind of economic response in Bitcoin.
Carl, that's right. The Department of Justice announcing just within the past couple of minutes the arrest of 2 individuals in Manhattan this morning and the seizure of a massive $3.6 billion worth of cryptocurrency. Now, what the Department of Justice is saying here is that the cryptocurrency that they have seized is related to the hack back in 2016 of Bitfinex, which is a virtual currency exchange. Originally, the amount taken of that cryptocurrency was valued at $4.5 billion. They say they've recovered $3.6 billion of that money that was stolen. They are charging now Ilya Lichtenstein, 34, and his wife Heather Morgan, 31, both of New York, with money laundering in this case. They are not charging them, interestingly enough, with the hack. They say both members of this married couple were arrested in Manhattan this morning without incident. They say they were involved, allegedly, in money laundering of those billions of dollars in cryptocurrency through an elaborate system of washing of currency all throughout the cryptocurrency system. And what they're saying here is that this shows that the United States can track fraud on the blockchain, and they can track cryptocurrency just as well as they can track any kind of currency that's stolen in the...
Guys, this is my biggest issue. Everybody talks about how cryptocurrency is a way for the government not to track you and yada, yada, yada. As you're learning with these new tax filing laws, you're not just that. Each blockchain leaves a little bit of evidence. It's kind of like a digital receipt. So just like the same when people keep paper receipts on cash purchases and then end up getting caught down the road, this is basically your cash receipt. They can see every single transaction you do. And these were not done with their IDs and all that. They tracked it to just the sales so they could get their money out of the ATM or the purchases they used with their Bitcoin. That's how they track this. So it is not private. It's not off the radar. This is absolutely crazy. So here we go. Let's finish this.
In the real economy, Carl, back over to you.
Eamon, this isn't the first time that Bitfinex has faced scrutiny from lawmakers. It is, of course, the company behind Tether, the most widely used stablecoin.
So, in Bitfinex, this is a lot of the people on YouTubers, the YouTube streamers, they get sponsored by Bitfinex to do the longs and whatnot, or to do leverage trading. So, be very careful when you use Bitfinex. It's one of the more, to me, more of the harder ones to track. And their Tether connection, obviously.
And there's been lots of questions about what backs Tether, which is, last time I looked, a $70-80 billion market cap. What kinds of questions could this raise about the stablecoin if a company like this backs it? And you know, the central bank is looking at its own. Companies in the stablecoin space are trying to vie for more transparency. It just kind of seems like a disaster.
Well, there are a lot of questions here, including who did the original hack here back in 2016. Law enforcement officials briefing reporters just a few moments ago did not say who was responsible for stealing this $3.6 billion that they've recovered. And if you are a person who believes that your cryptocurrency, your Bitcoin, was stolen back in 2016, they say there will be a court process now for people to apply and say, I've got a claim against those recovered assets. That could take a while, but there's the prospect now that people whose crypto was stolen back in 16 might get paid back here in 22. And of course, that cryptocurrency has skyrocketed in value since it was stolen back in 2016. Interestingly enough here, they're also saying that the married couple at the heart of this, Lichtenstein 34 and Morgan 31, used the illegal proceeds of this alleged theft in order to buy things for themselves, including gold and also NFTs. So this money was plowed back into, allegedly, this sort of online crypto economy, and we'll have to see how they untangle all of that as well.
Fascinating stuff. So anybody who hadn't seen that, it's my honor to show you that. Little, if you want to join Tom's Army, $9.99 a month, get a little more help if you need it. We have an exclusive community for the members of Tom's Army. For anybody in Tom's Army, I created a second channel. There's a link that I'll keep sending into Tom's Army into the chat, but I created a private channel so that everything I post when I go live or when I do updates or when I have to say something important, a lot of people complain there's too many people now, you know, for when I talk. So they'd rather just me do it in another page unless I'm talking to the group personally. So, but we're talking a lot. We've got a lot of people in here, and it's absolutely fire. So if you have been craving a crypto community, craving a community that knows the ISO, a down-to-earth, no FUD channel where the host is actually there with the people, you found the right place. I know there's a lot of Telegram groups on YouTube that you can join and pay for, and then they're never there. They put their lives, they have a little spot where they can talk, but nobody can talk to them. I talk to you guys directly. And that $9.99 a month, you can't pay for the Telegram. That's Join Tom's Army, $9.99 a month, and I give you the Telegram free. No other way to get it. Support the channel. We're at 201 members of Tom's Army and growing because we've had more members today. I won't know what the official numbers are until tomorrow. So I thank you each and every one of you for this blessing because you're allowing me to do what I love and give the information out I need to. It's imperative. So, Bitcoin, to me, in the daily, the RSI now is getting really high. And we have to take notice of it. It's starting to get really up there. We can go into the 4 hour, and we were in the overbought. We came down a little bit. We're testing the overbought area. It looks like we want to do an M-topping reversal, but there is always that possibility. You know, we can still get back up to 45,492, which I keep telling everybody. That is a distinct possibility here. Now we go to the 30-minute time frame. I don't think it's, 100%, but you can certainly see a reason why, if it went up there, why it would make sense. But to me, I think what everybody should be fearing with how high the RSI is on the daily, and I know it's not as bad right here, But let me pull this up just a little bit. So the RSI right now in the 30-minute, and this is what I'm really focusing on for Bitcoin. In the 30-minute, there is room because the RSI is dropping off. I mean, it's still in the neutral zone in the 30-minute, obviously. But there is room if it wanted to come up and retest that drop point. I could see that. Maybe we get a rejection at 497, but it is extremely dangerous here to be messing with this based on that. And then XRP I want to show you, and then I'll let you guys go because this is an XRP Bitcoin update with the I wanted to show you guys the news of the hack. You know, not the new, obviously you've heard about it, but I wanted to show you the details. So you can see this is, for all intents and purposes, guys, this is rounding. So if we pull it out like this, get rid of the one chart and just have the volume for a second, you can see how this is playing out. The volume's not really there. But on the push down, we don't really have a lot of volume in the 30-minute on XRP to push down. But we are using 88,390 as resistance. That's where the 30-minute time frame is. And so the 30-minute time frame, the 20-day, we're being resisted by. But I was looking to see where the 4-hour or the 200 days, and that's all the way down to 80 cents. So that just happens to be the neckline. So that could be a logical drop point. So we're going to see here if we do have a 10% drop here pretty quickly, 10 to 15%. Because that's what I'm forecasting. I'm not a financial advisor. Should you take my advice? No, you shouldn't. So we could see 7.97% if we hit 80 cents, 80.7. If we come down to 75, that's about 13.67. If we come back down to the accumulation zone somewhere around 68, that's 21%. So we're going to have to watch this very closely because according to the RSI, we're starting to get into some dangerous levels in the 4-hourly and the daily. But in the 30-minute, it's in between. 30's oversold, 70's overbought, and right now, you can see where we're at right now. We're at about 42.50. So that's neutral. So, I mean, it definitely has room in the 30-minute to come up here a little bit if it wanted to. But now that we're on the bottom side showing what looks like a bear pennant in the 30-minute, on the bottom side of 83.9, this is just too risky, guys. So, to me, I'm sitting on the sidelines. I'm going to see if this is in fact building one of these tricky patterns here where it ends up coming down and then you start to get this and then you can see a clear head and shoulders or a topping reversal pattern. So that's what I'm looking at until I see otherwise, and we can use 88 cents as resistance or support. I don't really think much of this pattern right now. Like I said, the daily RSI is starting to go off the charts with XRP. The daily is all the way up here at 74, which is into the overbought area. So the weekly is a little low. The 4-hourly, too, is in the overbought. So we're looking for a correction here, ladies and gentlemen. Don't get caught with false analogies.